I believe it's crucial for everyone holding XRP to pay close attention to a major development that has recently taken place. We're witnessing a rapid, large-scale movement where it appears that major financial players are positioning themselves to secure XRP holdings. That's the focus of today's discussion, so just sit back, relax, and let's dive into it. Hello and welcome to the group. My name is Nick. For those of you who are new to this channel, make sure you stick around until the end of this session. You'll have the chance to officially join us. To set the stage, the important news was released earlier this morning at around 8:35 a.m. Following that, XRP's price surged from $2.18 to an initial peak of $2.25, and it continued climbing steadily throughout the day, reaching close to $2.30 by around 4:09 p.m. Trade volume has also seen a significant increase, up by nearly 47%, with total transactions reaching around $3.9 billion, approaching $4 billion. This surge is a very positive sign. Additionally, the XRP Rich List bot has recorded substantial shifts among large holders, particularly accounts with over 500,000 to 790,000 XRP, which is encouraging for the market's health. We might also witness more updates rolling out throughout the day, similar to the consistent flow of exchange activity that fueled today's high trade volume. While this surge in XRP volume isn't the biggest we've ever seen, the critical point is the scale of large investments pouring into XRP due to the morning's news. I'll touch on the specifics of the news shortly, but for now, let's take a look at how the price charts are shaping up. We just wrapped up the week, and the weekly chart is showing some movement, though nothing too dramatic yet. In shorter time frames, XRP continues to meet resistance at the upper trend line, and the key takeaway for me is that any significant candle must close above the prior highs to truly confirm an upward breakout. Ideally, we need to clear the highs from mid-March to establish a more bullish structure with higher highs. We already have higher lows, which is a positive sign. On the 3-day chart, for example, we already broke the previous mid-April highs, but overcoming the March highs will be crucial. There's a bit of a fake-out visible on the 3-day chart, suggesting that while some shoppiness and consolidation are likely, it's all building pressure for a bigger move ahead. Short-term, we could still see XRP pull back slightly to around $2.10 before stabilizing and starting the next leg upward. However, Bitcoin's movements remain a major factor to watch closely, especially as the new week begins and the stock markets reopen, which could have ripple effects on both Bitcoin and XRP. What Bitcoin does next will heavily influence XRP's immediate path forward. Right now, the main focus is clearing out some of the old highs while aiming for Bitcoin to finally break through the $100,000 mark. The first major step will be for Bitcoin to push past $95,000 and secure a daily candle close above that level. That would set the stage for the bigger goal of hitting 6 figures. As long as Bitcoin doesn't experience a massive crash or heavy sell-off, XRP should be able to maintain support along its lower trend line, keeping the current trend intact. If XRP can hold steady, the next move would be to break out above the upper trend line, aiming initially for the March highs around $2.55, then targeting earlier resistance points like $2.74, and eventually reaching the January highs around $3.30. Breaking above $3.40 would allow XRP to set a new cycle high and eventually push toward an all-time high on CoinMarketCap, which is over $3.84 with the $4 milestone firmly in sight. I also believe we could see an altcoin season quickly following Bitcoin's rally, especially considering Bitcoin's current popularity and trading range, which makes a timeline of June or July for a strong grata. Altcoin surge quite realistic. Meanwhile, outside of simple price action, there have been major developments in the ETF space. When the 2x leveraged daily XRP futures ETF launched earlier this month, it was a major headline. Although these are futures-based ETFs unlike spot ETFs, which actually buy the underlying asset, their approval still matters. Futures ETFs don't directly impact the underlying asset price, but their acceptance paves the way for eventual spot ETF approvals for XRP, just like it happened for Bitcoin. and Ethereum. The launch of XRP futures by CME Group on May 19th, followed by another important ETF announcement on April 30th, with the ProShares Trust XRP Futures ETF, gave XRP significant momentum. Despite criticism that futures ETFs aren't real ETF, these approvals are crucial stepping stones. As Mando Panto pointed out on X, while these are not spot ETFs, they increase Wall Street's exposure to XRP, enhance legitimacy, and build momentum in the financial world. Historically, Bitcoin had a futures ETF approved years before its spot ETF was finally allowed. The same path seems to be unfolding for XRP. But this time, we may not have to wait as long because the SEC is under different leadership, and public and institutional support for crypto is much stronger. Now, all signs suggest XRP could become the first crypto outside of Bitcoin and Ethereum to get a spot ETF approval, and seeing the larger trend, it's clear that the groundwork being laid today is setting up something very significant for the near future.